Things are looking good. Let's go with standard, actually. Let's go with just basic plus. Yeah, that seems loud enough. Okay. Now I can just ask chat if they think there's any better volume to be at. Let me move some stuff. Okay. And we're ready to go. I know I haven't played this in like 2 or 3 weeks, but, you know, Phasmophobia has been taking up a lot of time. Because it's a fun game. Phasmophobia is really fun. Plus, a lot of people want to play it, so it's kind of nice. AGL, revolver, shotgun. Honestly, I kind of wish I could buy them here right now, because I wouldn't mind taking an AGL in with me. Because I personally don't think the AGL is that good, so I don't mind taking it in, as opposed to taking in something like an assault rifle where you're basically just winning. You can? Really? But it said it costed money. Does it not cost money? Is it lying to me? Hello, Mr. Dick, here it is me, Color. Welcome, Color. I'm a big fan. You help me see things. It's quite nice. There's a hidden money drop under the side portal. Oh, I didn't know. Hidden. I thought hidden was code for something. Okay, the music is blasting, so... Yeah, yeet. No, it's not. No, it's just me being a dumbass, as per usual. Understandable. I figured we'd play GTTOD today, because no one wants to play video games with me, so... Fine, I'll have fun with myself. Engage Mighty Foot. Poof. Oh, hang on. Poof. There we go. I wish melee in this game was, like, an actual thing you could use. I want some primary melee weapons. Something like a big honking bat. Oh, there's a sliding bit there. Huh. I didn't actually know that. You know what? I need to make one of the enemies in the thumbnail. One of you guys is going to be the thumbnail of this VOD, so... I'll figure you out later. Because all the enemies look... voice crack, damn. All the enemies look really cool when you actually... you know, have a look at them. So, but also when you walk up to them, they kind of just stand there brainlessly. You know, they kind of just, or they try and stab you. One of the two. They either like look at you as if you farted, or stab you as if you farted. This game's movement looks like that one game you see in those YouTube commentary videos. The CS:GO Surf. Andrew's removing health on kill at max combo, by the way, in favor of melee kills healing you. Then I hope he makes melee a lot more dangerous, because right now, melee is honestly more of a hassle to work with than fun. All the melee weapons, I'm gonna be actually blunt here, all the melee weapons fucking suck. And like, I'm being blunt with that. Functionally they suck. Aside from, like, the katana, which you can deflect bullets with. But aside from that, they all, like, they just suck. They're not worth using. And I don't think making it so you don't gain health from max combo kills and making it so you gain health from melee instead is going to fix the problem that they suck. Because it's not that they don't have a use, it's that they're just not good. I don't know if it's CS Slide or not. I've never figured out what the game was. Yeah, I think it's Counter-Strike sliding maps. At least that's usually what it is. This game's movement is inspired by Titanfall, so it's a very Titanfall-inspired movement mode, and it's really fun. But yeah, it is very slidey. Damn, was the SMG always this bussin'? We just got the same song twice in a row. What's the chance of that? Damn. Wait, I reloaded like, what? How? I reloaded instantly, what the hell? I guess the mag insertion time must be pretty early. Huh. At least for the silenced SMG. Damn, that is really fast, actually. That is a really quick reload. I just want him to remove the durability and add big old melee weapons like a hammer or a buster sword or something. Yeah, I don't think durability fits this game, if you ask me. I think the durability is kind of stupid. Like, I actually think that both the damage range and the durability should, like, the durability should leave and the damage and range should be increased. Not just one. I think both should happen, personally. Because, I mean, no one's gonna, like, complain that melee weapons are too good. The downside is you have to be within farting range, you know? That is a big enough downside just by itself that you could make them super OP, like one-shot instant kill nukes, and they still wouldn't be overpowered in my opinion. So... Also, if you really, like, did want them to have, like, a proper downside that wasn't just, you have to be within farting distance, you could actually make it so that some of them are charge. It's like you gotta hold it. So if you wanted, for example, like a big sledgehammer or a buster sword, like you said, make it so the sledgehammer, like, you have to hold. And you do a big shlama, you know? Enemy projectiles now track you when beyond a certain distance, so you have to actually dodge them. Do they not already? Oh wait, no, yeah, they home in, which I'm kind of scared about. I feel like I don't know if I want Andrew to start overtuning again. Like, yeah, I'll admit the game is kind of easy right now, but I don't think that making enemies have homing projectiles is the solution. Because they already still kind of hit me a lot. And it's fine when there's only like 2 enemies on screen, you could deal with homing bullets then, but if there's like 10 enemies on the screen, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Because they're all going to be firing at you anyway, no matter what direction you turn. You know, it's fine in practice when there's 1 enemy and you can dodge that 1 shot. But when there's 10 of them, and they're all firing at different intervals, like, you only have 1 dash, so... Oh. Yeah, I'm confident Andrew knows what he's doing now. I'm excited. But he has shown signs of, like... Well, I mean, he even admitted it himself, he overtuned one of the previous updates, so... There's always a chance he could do it again. Especially considering, I think this game has got like the perfect difficulty right now for people who are just getting introduced to the game. Damn. Wasted all my my ammo in this time stop, sadly. Honestly, I actually kind of liked that the dude shot me there. It kind of brought me over to the enemy to melee them. Oh shit, a bruiser. I hate bruisers, dude. Remember, YY reloads don't take ammo. Yeah. I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting to do YY reloads in general. Considering the silenced SMG has such a quick reload from YY, I really should be using that more. You literally start with an ammo pack. Yes. It's because I don't have ammo problems. I don't really need to be using the ammo pack. I find it actually a lot smoother to just kind of work with my, Wait, that's a really, really early... How did I get that? Sometimes with the silenced SMG, I get a really quick reload, like lightning quick. I think that's also, that right there is a good example why I'm like worried for homing bullets. Because if now every enemy is just gonna like home all their bullets at you, it's gonna be really frustrating. Because the volume by itself is enough to overwhelm you. Even in the current difficulty. So imagine that, but they're homing. And I even dashed, by the way, when I died there. So I was just getting hit by that no matter what. I think that's something like, it's not really a criticism I have of this game, but it's more like something I've noticed is that I don't really like the projectile enemies in this game that much. They feel more like random, like whether I get hit or not. Like sometimes I'll be point blank and they'll just miss and shit, but then they'll like hit me from like miles away repeatedly. Even when I dash, even when I dodge. Feels kind of just like, luck of the draw. But we'll see. I did see that he's delaying the Dark Down Under update, primarily to flash out Sticks and Stones a bit better, which I think is a good move, because Sticks and Stones is really buggy, to be honest. It's missing a lot of stuff that I wasn't expecting it to miss, and it's still got tons of bugs and problems. That was my Discord, by the way. I should have said that sooner, but that was also my Discord. What is happening? Apparently there's no mention of... Ooh, gaming leaks. Ooh. Apparently Halo 5 Guardians got leaked for PC. And that's actually kinda dope. Fucking epic. I'm actually kind of... No Bloodborne, apparently. Apparently Bloodborne still isn't coming. And Spider-Man PS4, but apparently Halo 5 Guardians is coming to PC. Which I would have betted money against, honestly. At least me and Bippin will actually get to go through Halo 5 Guardians story mode. Unfortunately. Wait, Spider-Man is supposed to be coming to... No, it's the opposite. Spider-Man apparently isn't coming to PC. At least for now. A lot of stuff got leaked. Guess you're playing the squad shooter Halo. And Bloodborne also still isn't coming. But Halo 5 Guardians is, which is kind of interesting. So if we're going to talk about Halo 5 Guardians for a little bit and not about how shit the game was, the reason I think that Halo 5 Guardians doesn't really have a chance of coming to PC, and still kind of doesn't, is because of the loot box system in the game. Like the monetization and how Halo 5's Warzone. Is that what it's called? It's called Halo. It's called Warzone or something. Yeah, Warzone Firefight. But Warzone in Halo 5 Guardians relied on that monetization system, the loot boxes, and I really couldn't see them. I really couldn't see them adding Halo 5 Guardians to PC with that monetization system still in place. They were gonna have to change it, which I think that 343 weren't going to do, because like who cares? It's Halo 5 Guardians. So in my opinion, that one thing made Halo 5 Guardians very unlikely to come to PC. Either they've done it away for PC or they've removed it. I honestly think removing it might be the easier option. Like, just straight up removing it and giving everyone the rec cards. Because that would also, like, see, any changes they make to the monetization system would also have to come to the console version as well. So, because if they want crossplay, you can't just give PC players literally every rec pack for free by default. And the console players still have to grind them. So I think it's probably been removed, and they're probably going to remove it from the console version as well. That's what I would guess, but they could have just said fuck it and just done absolutely nothing. And decided, you know what? Fuck it. Just put the game on PC. Who cares if it's got like a really shit monetization system? No one gives a shit. Which is also a chance. There's a chance that that could have happened. It's 343 after all. So I think it's either that, either they did literally nothing, or they've removed it from both versions. Or, here's the actual Gigabrain play. They're adding just Arena and Campaign. They're not adding Warzone to PC. Actually, now that I think about it, I think that's actually the most likely choice. Because then you just cut everything about Warzone out of the game and, like, you know, get it over with. Oh, but then how do you unlock armor? Yeah, I don't know. Halo 5 Guardians is in a really weird spot where, like, porting it to PC seems like such a brain headache. What do you think? I'm kind of hoping that they remove the rec system. You know what would have solved this headache if they had known that loot boxes were terrible back in 2016? Okay, well, I mean, I guess just give me the best gun in the game. Have you killed Papa yet? I remember you spawned him once, then dipped. I haven't killed Papa yet. We should probably kill Papa. I don't know. I don't want to be on this map, honestly. Not have functioning loot boxes to start with. Yeah. That's what I said. Basically, just don't do loot boxes. He's on this map only, though. Yeah, but this map runs like shit. I mean, you're seeing on stream, it runs like really garbage. Like, yeah, it's a cool arena, but for me, it runs at like 30 FPS. God. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Okay. I think I'm just gonna dip. I could kill Papa, but I don't know. I kind of want to get off of this map as soon as possible. Why couldn't they have just done a scrolling texture instead of simulating every drop of water physics? One of life's many mysteries. Like, this is a good arena, but it also feels like there's not many very, like, Doesn't feel like there's very many wall run spots. Come on, hurry up. Fuck. It's a shame. Oh, okay. I just get insta-nuked. Yeah, we get it. You're dead. Crawling in air. Crawling in my air. These bullets were already accurate enough. We don't need them to track. I kind of wish you could, like, code levels, because I'm gonna be real, every time that level comes up, I want to skip it. And I know it's really sad to say, it's probably really sad to hear, but I just don't want to be on that level. Because it just doesn't run good. It's really hard to play this game when it's, like, constantly dipping between 50 and 20. Like, every other map runs completely fine. That map doesn't really have an excuse to run that badly. Like, I can have a bajillion enemies on screen in every other map. Why not that map? Wow, the revolver secondary fire mode really does suck now, doesn't it? Why can't I swap off of it? There we go. Me running at constant 20 FPS. Yeah, it's just kind of... It's even off stream it runs like that, so... Is there anything in here? Bolt action, don't really need that. Ammo pack, don't need that. Let me dip over here and skadookie. Fuck! God damn it. Yeah, I think, like, there's been a lot of weird design decisions in the Sticks and Stones update, which I'm kind of questionable about a lot of the time. Like, the whole Dead Man's Hand always being the first perk you can get. Like, why not just make it base kit then? Like, if you want people to have that perk, you just give them that perk. It's one of those weird choices, you know? What else is there? Well, I mean, I've already said a lot of stuff. Also, how there's only one power weapon. I know I say it a lot of times, but I really wish there was more than one power weapon. Especially considering multiple were kind of shown off. It does feel like Sticks and Stones is like half complete. Still a great update though. I mean, it's still fantastic. It's still just the same game with more content, so. Oh, rapid fire. Rapid fire revolver is absolutely fogging. Chain gunner, can you please die? Thank you. What's that? Phase kit? I don't really need a phase kit. Ooh, melee weapon. Fogging tomahawk. It's so weird. Sometimes with the revolver, you kind of get glancing shots where, like, you barely hit them. It also happens with the treachery as well, but not nearly as often. To move for a second, press LRQ, IRQ. Is it IRQ or LRQ? Oh. Huh. Ah, so you can inspect your melee weapon. I was wondering about that. Nice. I've actually wanted that because I want to put the melee weapons in the thumbnails. You're welcome. There's your thumbnail. Foggin, show me my thumbnail. There we go. Easy mode. Done. Okay. It's a yeah, I was kind of ashamed of asking what the melee weapon spawn commands were, but then I was really disappointed when they didn't actually show the animations for when you got them. You just kind of had it in your inventory. So I'm glad there's actually an inspect. Oh, what is that? Pipe? Yeah, it's a pipe. Pipe's funny. Damn, look at it go. Isn't it overpowered? I'm so glad I had this. At least it's like you just hold down the button and you fucking go havoc. You just go around them. How's the audio, by the way? Is my voice loud enough? Is the game loud enough? Is the game too loud, maybe? Or can I be heard a lot of the time? I remember GTTOD being an especially loud game. Audio good. Oh, and the first episode of my new series is out. Take It, Hold It, Mod It. It's out on my my YouTube channel right now, and it's going to be uploading one new episode every day. At 8 PM BST, to be specific. Always 30 minutes before the VOD release time. I'm seeing a lot of people saying it's really, really nice so far. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback on it. Or at least the little amount I've gotten. You spoiled the first 30 minutes of the episode for you. Only the first 15. So I just skipped that far in. The preview I gave you was only about 14 minutes long. It was just before I got the, what's it called? The shoulder-mounted thing. The shoulder-mounted, SMG. But I need a full auto weapon. Interesting, because I was like 30 minutes in and was getting deja vu. Really? Oh god, I hope that doesn't mean my content is just so similar to each other that it just... it feels like I'm reiterating everything. At least I'm pretty sure you, I know for a fact it wasn't any longer than 15 minutes, the preview. Oh, weird sprint chest, okay. We're talking about how a year seems shorter than the older you get because of the ratios. I have, oh, excuse me. I've seen plenty of people do that beginning thing where they use 30 seconds later later into the video for the intro. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that, and I've been like, that's actually a really good idea. It's a really smart thing to do. Because it shows you something that's happening. It shows you, it also kind of spoils a gun I get. I try and be very specific when it comes to like the thumbnails and the clips I put in at the very beginning. I'm trying to be very specific with that to not spoil some of the guns I get in. But it was the G3, so yeah. That's why I put the G3 in the thumbnail, and that's why the G3 is also in the intro clip. I figured it was fine spoiling that, even though that is the kind of the main gun I used throughout that run. But there are a few guns I get later on, which I won't spoil, which are really interesting, and yes, some of them are modded guns. I got one in the last episode I just recorded, so about 2 days ago. For sure there's a slow time upgrade here. Really? I didn't know there was actually an upgrade to your slow time abilities. Oh, hang on, that was a pulse rifle for a second. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes you get like glancing shots and you do like 20 or 0.25% of the damage. Happens a lot with the treachery specifically. And I do actually mean the treachery, not the unpack-a-punch version. It doesn't happen with the non-pack-a-punch version. That's kind of my biggest problem with the treachery, is it kind of gets worse. Well, I mean, it doesn't get worse, it does get better. The damage you gain from upgrading it and the ammo you gain from upgrading it is definitely worth the upgrade. But some of your shots just turn to crap. You know, the treachery has this massive bullet magnetism, or the on-pack-a-punch version has ginormous bullet magnetism. But the treachery gains so much less bullet magnetism and gains an AoE effect instead, which does like half the damage. There's a guaranteed extra life here. Yeah, I think there's a guaranteed life in every level. I think. Almost every level. I think I actually activated the slot machine in the last level, and I didn't pick up a weapon from it. Dummy, by the way. I got the Giga IQ. Burst carbine, I'll take that. I really like the burst carbine. I'm excited for the new pistol that's going to be added to the game soon. It looks really cool from what I saw. That and obviously the lever action. You know, I was actually kind of looking over episode 4 for Take It, Hold It, Mod It. I was looking over that because, you know, I gotta double check everything before I upload it. I made that mistake before, actually, when I was rendering, what's it called? So basically, I tried rendering episodes 2, 3, and, or I think it was just 2 and 3, which took me 3 hours because they're quite heavy. And when they were done, I realized that their intros and their outros were fucked up in editing. I had accidentally like fucked them up. And I was like, shit, now I just gotta re-render them again. So recently I've been making extra sure to like double, triple, quadruple check that everything is completely fine, both in Adobe Premiere and in the actual final recorded, or the final video. So I was doing that, and then like 30 minutes later, I had realized, oh shit, I've actually watched the entire thing. I just accidentally watched the entire day 4. Where's this last sniper? Which one haven't I killed? Is it you? It is you. No, it's not you. Where are you? Oh, it's this one I keep forgetting. Right here. Thank you for dying. Dude, this theme is fucking pogging. Let me grab an extra life, because honestly, you kind of have to. Well, you don't have to, but it's nice to have. Stinky. So it is a pretty damn good sign when you're making content and like you're looking over the content and like you watch the whole thing and you didn't even intend to. That's a really good sign. Usually that's I've found that's been like, oh, I'm actually really invested in watching this, even though it is something I literally recorded myself. And that is one of the best ways to also gauge content as well, is if you watch something you make or listen to something you make. Hey, Mr. Epstallone. Yeah, if you watch something you make or you listen to something you make and you get bored at a certain point, usually that's like a sign. Amazing YouTube video, man. Thank you very much. I put a lot of work into it. Took a lot of time and effort. Took a lot of planning. But yeah, if you get bored of something that you made after a certain point, usually that's a sign to improve that thing you made. See if your attention span stays glued to the content or not. And I just found that I was always, or when I'm watching like the Take It, Hold It mod episodes, I'm usually pretty invested. A lot of the times I only click off and I only stop watching them because I kind of gotta do other things. I was like that with the 12 Days of Neatness as well, where I would go back and I would watch a couple dozen episodes or so. I don't go back and watch a lot of my streams. I kind of go back and just have a check. But you know, it's nice to watch what you make a lot of the times. Man, this game is great. It's great, like podcast fodder, if you know what I mean. If you had like 1 or 2 people in a call with you, you could easily play this game and still talk at the same time. It's really nice. I love it. I can't be here often to stream. YouTube is a medium that I can watch more easily for me. Yeah, I figured that's, you know, but that's why I want to make YouTube content, something that's more manageable for people to watch. Because I know that 2 to 3 hour long streams are not always people's cup of tea. You know, it does take a lot of time, a lot of investment, and a lot of people don't click on those a lot of the time. Because, you know, they see the 3 hour timer and they're like, oh god, I don't want to dedicate myself to that. So I figured, you know what, if I make content that's, or if I make videos that just 30 minutes to an hour long, a lot more people are going to be interested in just kind of experiencing it over time. Just watch it on their own accord. You have to keep up with it less, you know? Plus, giving it structure also really helps as well. If you give it structure, then people will, you know, they know what they're in for when they're watching. You know, you could watch a Phasmophobia stream from me, and if you want more Phasmophobia, just like it's kind of just hands up in the air if I'm going to give you more. But with at least a recorded YouTube series like Take It, Hold It, Mod It, you know there's going to be 7 episodes. You want to see what it looks like in the long term? I do as well, honestly. I do have a couple dozen plans for like a second, third, and fourth season. Mostly what I'm going to do with the thumbnails. I'm going to kind of try and redo the thumbnails every season. I did say that every season is going to be a different modded map, which is true. But I'm also going to change the artwork that's on the thumbnail every season as well. So I'm going to commission more artists to get different artwork. Mainly because that's also, you know, it's paying good artists, great artists, also like advertising them, showing their Twitter around and stuff like that, and I like doing that. But also because it'll make it a lot more distinct, you know. You'll easily be able to tell the difference between a Season 2 episode and a Season 1 episode, just because of the artwork that's on the thumbnail, you know? And I do have a couple dozen poses and pose references that I'm going to commission artists for at some point. You really do, you do really well to talk for 1 hour without being too heavy. Yeah, some YouTube commentators, or they kind of ham it on a bit. I think they also get a bit too focused on just commentating the game, where they're just basically screen reading. Like, that shot, oh man, that did a lot of damage to me. Oh shit, I'm running low on ammo, I better be careful. Damn, that was a nice shot. Look at that, look at me go. You know, they kind of just do that, and they don't actually talk about any, like, meaningful topics. Which is, I mean, it's fine, you can do that sometimes. Actually, having a good mix of that is nice, because then it actually feels like the commentary and the footage is actually connected a lot of the times. But you also got to know when to not do that, you know? I don't want 3 mammoths on screen. Contrary to popular belief, I really don't want 3 mammoths on the screen at once. That is too much for me. I actually do mention in one of the Take It, Hold It, Mod It episodes near the end that I was kind of disappointed with my commentary so far in the series, because I felt I was like hamming it a bit too much, and I wasn't talking about interesting topics. I was really struggling to find things to talk about, but, you know, if people are happy with it, then that makes me happy, you know? Because, you know, it's not whether I'm engaged in it or not, it's whether you're engaged, and if you're engaged in it, then that's more than enough for me. You used to Jedi Toby-Wan in HD who doesn't speak much. I think the others, too. Yeah, I did notice that when I was when I was watching over Jedi Toby-Wan's content, I noticed he just doesn't speak all that much. Which is fine. He fits a very good, I wouldn't say niche, but he fits a very good subset where he just kind of offers gameplay. Good gameplay, good recognizable gameplay from him. With some commentary in between. But he's pretty silent. Kind of just how he works. You know, some YouTubers are like, they never shut up, they never stop talking. And some YouTubers are they rarely talk at all. It's his personality. He says to himself, I'm dreadful. I'm getting a bit too distracted. I should be doing this this boss right here. I'm just not doing it. Yeah, I've kind of hardwired it into my head over the past couple dozen years. No, you're not distracting me. It's fine. I was saying I'm getting distracted myself. I get too invested in just playing the game. Just kind of not progressing. Happens in every map, pretty much. Or every level in this game. Wow, there's a lot of dudes hiding behind this wall I wasn't seeing. It's a bit occupied. What do you mean a bit occupied? Oh, I got it anyway. He just took it. I was hoping I could fit a bit more of a bit of a niche. Since I noticed GTTOD 1 was doing pretty silent stuff, if I was like speaking a lot, I would fit a niche that wasn't just like go and watch GTTOD 1 instead, you know? Waddicker bouncing around the same 1/25th of the map, shooting for our enemies endlessly. That is like 90% of the GTTOD streams though. Just me bouncing around the same arena for like 10 minutes at a time. Like I said, this game is great podcast fodder. It's fantastic to just have in the background. It's not too taxing, not so taxing on me mentally that I have to focus on it. It's like, it's in between fighting games and some other games. Because fighting games, you can't talk at all. You are mentally engaged from start to finish when you're playing a fighting game for the most part. That's where my commentary is probably the weakest, but I still think I've got some pretty interesting... I still like watching my fighting game stuff. Because I like to think, you know, what we're both thinking at the time. A game where I would like to see you is Back 4 Blood on YouTube. I really like your approach to the game, but later because you were busy with H3. Like, the Back 4 Blood VODs are cool. Thank you. I'm actually really happy that someone enjoys the Back 4 Blood stuff. I figured it would have been kind of just, like, not that interesting, but... I guess it's also a difference, because it's also a different take, because a lot of the time Back 4 Blood content is like, yeah, this game is garbage, this game is shit, this game is not interesting. But then me and Bipman are like, wow, this is an excellent video game, we're having fun. We're not a Debbie Downer the entire time. Like, we're actually getting invested in the game. You explained the game well. I think most people kind of just tried Back 4 Blood and then they tried 2 hours of it and didn't bother to try any further, which is sad because I think Back 4 Blood is one of those games you have to dedicate yourself to. Like, you, not in like an engrossing way, but in a way where you like, if you want to get the most out of it, you should play like 10 hours, get invested in the card system and stuff like that, like what the game is. Yeah. I'm not asking it to be something else. But if you're interested in the Back 4 Blood stuff, then you can bet that me and Biffin will be playing Back 4 Blood when it comes out. For sure. I'm super interested in that game. I kind of just want more content, to be honest. I'm fine with what Back 4 Blood is. I just would like more content to play. So I would get super invested in that. Do I have space? I do have space. Oh, it's a shotgun. Sad. I'll pick up this and I'll pick up this. Easy. Easiest run win in my life. Let's go. I think I get too focused on always talking. I have kind of drilled it into my head over the course of the last decade when I've been trying to make YouTube content, trying to make streaming content, that if you're not talking, people aren't interested. But that's not the case anymore, you know? Sometimes you can be a bit too heavy-handed when you're occupational hazard. Oh damn, I just got nuked. Yeah, people get a bit too, I get a bit too, not people, but me specifically, I get a bit too focused on Like, I always got to be talking. I always got to talk about something. People are losing interest, you know? It's like, what's an interesting topic? Hey guys, what about Marvel? You know? And once that happens, I end up being a bit too disappointed with my commentary because it feels like I'm kind of just filling for time. I've mostly been feeling that over the past year-ish, because I've said every story like twice already. I've gotten sick of saying, oh, I've already said this before. Like, honestly, I'm not really that interesting. Or, like, my life hasn't really been that interesting. Like, I can't give you some crazy, weird stories that I haven't told before, because I've already told basically everything interesting that's happened. Mostly because a lot of games actually kind of really facilitate that. Like, I go really into telling stories around Animal Crossing New Horizons, showing the people that can help. Yeah, I mean, that's typically what I do. That's why I like playing with Bippin and playing with Speedy, because they've got lots of stuff to bounce off of. When a topic arises, we can just keep that topic going for hours on end, and it's still just as interesting 50 minutes in. By myself, maybe not as much. You know, I could sit here and talk to you about... oh, damn, I'm getting nuked. I could sit here and talk to you about, like, hey, the frame data in this fighting game is kind of funky, but, like, no one's going to be interested. But if me and Speedy are talking about it, and me and Bippin are talking about it, it's a hell of a lot more interesting now. I need ammo. Yeah, I need ammo for Burgless, I think. Please die, Secret Nest. Is that done? Yeah. Yeah, I usually tend to stream with people with help because they can bring up stuff that I, myself, wouldn't think about. That's why doing recorded content is really hard, in my opinion. Or doing, like, interesting recorded content. What? What was that? That was weird. Oh. That is bizarre. A seeker followed me here. Tell us about the breakfast you ate this morning in excruciating detail. Well, I had crunchy cereal with small little chocolate bits in it. It was lovely, but I'm also getting sick of it. How's that for content? Oh, I'm going over here to activate the podium. Shrine of the Summit. Oh, it's already active. Gaming. I do underappreciate the value of silence a lot of the times. Where, like, you don't always need to be drumming into people's ears when you're talking. I also, when I'm streaming with multiple people, again, like Speedy or Bippin or another streamer or Mistake or something when we're playing Phasmophobia, I tend to interrupt them or cut them off a lot because I've drilled it so hard into my head that I have to be talking or that I should be talking all the time that I just start interrupting people. And I just become the dominant voice in the room. I try and take up too much of the time. I've noticed that a little bit. It's not like a big problem, but it's something I have noticed where I'll try and dominate everyone's eardrums, even in a massive group. And it's just because I've hardwired myself to do. I tried making YouTube content all the way back in... you actually noticed that in Jackbox the other day. Yeah. Assert dominance, pretty much. I've been trying to go a lot more crewy, though. As in, like... I don't know if you guys have read it or not. I would imagine you probably wouldn't have, because who really reads it at all? It didn't seem like you were trying to do that, though. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to interrupt people. But whenever there's a space to talk, usually I'm trying to occupy it. whenever we're in a discussion, I'm usually trying to add something to it and follow it along. But a lot of the times that ends up meaning I just dominate for like 30 seconds. I'm out of ammo. Wow. And the Blade Sentinel is not even half HP. This stinky. I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys have read it, and I'm guessing probably not, but I redid the description for the Take It Hold It mod episodes. I completely redid what I put in the description. And I'm gonna try and also redo my current description to be a bit more like that, because Waddicker is, I'm more or less moving that to be the crew. Like, Waddicker is the all of us together. You know? It's like, it encompasses me, Bippin, Speedy, Mistake, King, you. You know, it's kind of all of us together. You know, I'm not Waddicker, I'm Wad. A part of Waddicker. And the more I played with Bippin and Speedy, the more I realized that it's kind of a part of all of us. In a sense. And I especially noticed it when a lot of people were like, well, I say a lot of people, but it was a couple people. Not to downplay it, because it's incredible, especially for Speedy. But some people were like, hey, where's Speedy in the streams? I noticed that Speedy's been pretty absent in the streams. Like, I really like Speedy. 5 check-ins, we are Waddicker. Do I have ammo now? I do. I'm gonna use it to delete the Blade Sentinel. Thank you, come again. Yeah, I did notice it more and more where, like, people who were like, oh man, I really miss Speedy. And there were some people who were like, I really wish Speedy would stream by himself. He's really interesting to listen to. And I was like, and I keep telling Speedy, people really like you on my streams. A lot of the time. They're really interested in you I say for some reason, but I know why. There's a reason we do stream with Speedies, because they're really nice. They're really interesting. They've got a lot of interesting things to add to conversations. They're really good at continuing them and stuff like that. I think they also encompass like a different archetype that me and Bippin don't. You both use the same ammo, right? Yeah, well, get out of here. My goal is to be a bit more present in streams too, but it's hard with my full-time job. It's also hard because there's not a lot of games that you can really fill in a good synergy. Yeah. I think Speedy, Bippin, and me, we are like a great triangle of synergy. Because Bippin is like, you know, I'm kind of slightly salty sometimes. I'm a bit angry sometimes. I'm the kind of brutally honest guy who just kind of talks about stuff. Bippin is the like medium funny man who doesn't really get angry, and he's just kind of there along for the ride. And Speedy's kind of like the self-deprecating, like how do you say this without being like rude? I was gonna say self-deprecating nobody, but like that's not even the truth. Like, you know, they're a lot more down to earth, they're a lot more relatable to a lot of people. We're all relatable in completely different ways, which is what makes it nice, you know? That's what I'm saying. He's the man of the people, yeah. I'm kind of stuck in this slightly fake kind of era, if you know what I mean. Like for me, I'm not as relatable as Speedy, I would say. And that's just because of how I've been making content for so long and how I've developed that. Kind of circles back around to how I commentate all the time and stuff like that. Speedy only really speaks when he needs to or when he wants to add something. I mean, well, I speak all the time, you know? But I think we, like all three of us, we formed like a really great triangle that's really standed the test of time. That's gotten, frankly, I would say more interesting the more we've been together, you know? It's always a good sign when the trio of friends gets more interesting as opposed to less interesting over time. You're the face, Pippin's the cool guy, Sweetie's the charmer. Pretty much, yeah. I think that's really nice. And then you've got a bunch of other people coming in as well. Mistakes getting more prevalent. Mr. King's getting more relevant. You're the peanut gallery. I'm not sure how often Mr. King is going to be in, but I'm imagining Mistake is going to be in pretty often. You're the piss vendor. I'm the piss vendor. My piss is delicious. God, the screen shake is huge. Yeah, commentary, I guess looping back around, that's why I'm saying, like, commentary when you're doing recorded stuff that isn't live streaming, when you have no one to bounce off of, you're literally talking to a void. It is very difficult to maintain. I don't think it's that difficult to maintain once you kind of get the knack down and you have a lot to say, or a lot you can say, but I'm currently at this stage in my life where I've already said everything I can say. So I'm like scraping on the floor looking for crumbs for like, did I do anything interesting like 4 days ago? It's like, oh, please tell me there was something moderately interesting I can transition into a topic from. But also there's, I kind of just got to remember, there's nothing wrong with just saying a story twice, 3 times or 4 times. Especially over the course of like a full year, where I haven't told it in like a year and a half. In one of like 300 VODs. Talking about the game for like a tiny bit, I really wish I could get rid of the dust. I wish there was a setting to get rid of the dust in the game, because if you know, there's like a lot of stuff floating about. I kind of wish it was just the solid colors and not the dust. Maybe that could be an option that'll get added eventually. Hopefully. I guess I'm also pretty good at saying what I want out of games. I'm also just repositioning in my chair because my tailbone hurts real bad. Without the dust, I think the depth of field would be difficult to perceive. I mean, I'm not sure, because when you're moving pretty far, you don't really notice the dust. I'm already pretty okay at dealing with depth perception in this game. Also, an option can't hurt anyway, or an option couldn't hurt. I would say my like thinking style and my commenting style also kind of fits streaming a lot more than something like recording as well. This game is optimized like shit. But I do think that my commentary style does fit streaming a lot more, because I'm a lot more of a reiterator than I am like a... Whenever I make a point, I don't make it solid the first time around. I kind of just give the basic overview, and then over time I gradually explain it to a point where I've reiterated enough to make it understandable. I do that a lot in text. I mainly do it in text. Mainly. But it does crop up every now and then in commentary as well, where I'll say something and reiterate it, and then say it again, and then kind of just get the go full circle, you know? I was thinking in maybe doing take it, hold it, mod it streams. I was thinking in maybe doing like 2-hour-long take it, hold it, mod it streams, and then chopping them up into episodes. But I don't know. I feel like that's a bit, I wouldn't say cheating, but not really what the series is for. You know what I mean? It's like a semi-cheating. It's cheating, but it's not cheating. Plus, people could then just go on my Twitch, watch all episodes at once when I'm streaming it, and then they have nothing on YouTube to watch because the episodes would just be what they've already seen. And I like to offer kind of exclusive content to YouTube. And again, I like to fill the niche of people who just don't have time for 3 hours worth of streams. They want something a little bit more bite-sized, something like 30 minutes to an hour. And you know, chopping up streams is kind of like the cheating way of doing that. The wall hack way. Not that I diss anyone for doing that. For example, InSim. I've been watching a lot of InSim recently. They play Phasmophobia and like horror games and stuff like that. But they also do, like, all of their YouTube videos is just their streams. It's just their streams but chopped up into different videos. I'm like, damn, that's effective. My man is a hard-working lad. Man, the revolver is really damn good, by the way. It deleted a bruiser in like 4 shots. That's my metric for how good a weapon is in this game. How many shots does it take to kill a bruiser? I also think it's pretty hard to hop into the middle of a stream or skip streams as well. You have to think the treachery is bad. Yeah, but the treachery reloads in like substantially longer. Yeah, but you see, my opinion better, your opinion bad. Got him. Unbeatable. Your asterisk. Also, this can go full auto. Which is nice. My argument, building collapsed on MP4. Nintendo, when someone pirates the game they don't make money from 20 fucking years ago. God, I love that. I love that fucking GIF, that video. Ah! My character's making groaning noises, so I must do as well. I got hit in a video game, therefore I must exclaim in pain as if I was the one who got hit. How dare you? The Kamikaze ambush boss fight is really weird, in my opinion. I think it's cool. I mean, it's more boss fights. Oh, I'm hacking? Fucking ban me already? Jesus. But it's one of those boss fights which I activate and then it just completes at some point. I don't know when, but it just completes. It's not like the mammoth boss fight where you kind of actually got to focus on the mammoth. Dude, these pants I'm wearing. I hate these freaking pants. The only reason I hate these pants is because they're so smooth. They're so untextured that I'm sliding off of my chair constantly, and it puts me in such a bad posture, and my tailbone cries out in actual agony. These kamikazes trigger each other. Yeah, you just kind of fire into a crowd and hope it works. Like Twitter. I'm wondering if I should make a Waddicker Twitter. I was going to at one point, but then I didn't. Man, remember when, don't. Why, do you not want to make a Twitter account? Come on, it'd be fun. Don't you want to lose 20 years of your life staring at fake articles? Actually, that's Facebook, not Twitter. I'm still firmly in the camp that social media is fine, because if you're seeing terrible shit, then, like, filter it yourself. It depends on who you follow. Stim is at a C4. I guess? I mean, I'm not using any. I completely forgot I had the laser wire as well. Gimme. Oh god, it turns my screen red. Ugh. All I see is piss. What was I talking about? I wasn't talking about social media. But oh yeah, remember the man, when the Wolfire developers actually went out of their way to contact me? You need to go have a nice one. See you later, Mr. Stallone. Thanks for dropping in. Hope you enjoy the rest of Take It, Hold It, Mod It. And I'll probably see you some other time as well, live. It heals instant shield charge and base movement speed increase. It's drugs. Epic. Only gamers take drugs. It's a good oh fuck option. It does take a little bit to activate though. I don't know why. It just suddenly popped to my head. The gif of the cat like dancing on the window or like jumping up on the window, and the caption of my family and children when I'm gonna murder them with a tire iron or something. Begging me not to kill them with a tire iron. God. That's such a good GIF. I love that GIF, dude. My wife and son begging me not to beat them to death with an iron pipe. God, who made that? Who made this? As the YouTubers would say. Angry Guy Liquidator? Dude, I'm turning to mush. Bab everything. Honestly, I could have babbed the shotgun. Only reason I didn't is because it's maybe a waste of money. The shotgun is tons of fun. Oh, the grapple, oh yeah, it gets the Doom Eternal grapple. Ah yes, I love having the charging handle in my face, or the carry handle. Oh, well, there goes fun. Okay, the AGL is... I think the AGL is the best explosive in the game. Yeet. But even then, I think the AGL does also get, like, outnumbered pretty quick. Yeah. Man, I still really, really appreciate the time that Wolfire Games actually contacted me on Twitter. That was so just nice. Never been contacted by a developer before of them requesting me to play their game, and oh, I need to play Receiver 2 again. I keep forgetting to because it actually got new content. Like, it did actually get like a lot of new content that I haven't played yet, and I just haven't touched it. I really need to go back and play it. Also, just because Receiver 2 is incredible as well. I think I would still definitely state, what other competition does it have? Them's Fighting Herds, maybe? But I do think that Receiver 2 is my game of the year 2020. It is a phenomenal game, and if you haven't played it, and if you haven't bought it, you haven't seen it, I heavily encourage giving it a shot. It is so damn good. It might not be your cup of tea, but it is excellent. I've never noticed the decrease in bullet magnetism and treachery. I have. It's not noticeable against the guys who just die instantly. Actually, I think it's not that it has a decreased bullet magnetism. It's that no, it is that. It's just it got replaced by an AoE instead. Like, I don't know, something's up with the treachery. You notice that? That guy only took like 10% HP. There, look. The bullet magnetism mostly got replaced by an AoE, which does less damage than like a base sniper rifle. An unbabed sniper. Shields give one-shot protection. I guess, but look, that guy doesn't even have a shield. I feel like instead of doing an AoE, that would have actually bullet magnetized and hit him and killed him instead. And I feel like babing this is kind of just, it's a trade-off. It's not like just a definite upgrade. Also, one-shot protection, but they still like get nuked. Unless you mean shields and not like physical shields, like with Seekers. Like, yeah, again, like sometimes the treachery goes ham and it kills everything in one shot. But then other times it struggles to kill basic enemies in one shot. Granted, that wasn't a particularly clean hit, but it's a hit where I would have expected the treachery to bullet magnetize towards. If I had the unbabed version. No, that's just my experience. That's just what I've felt. That's why I don't class this as like a important gun to babe. For the most part. Maybe it's because I play Gmod a lot and I'm used to the treachery aiming. Maybe, I don't... Man, that did so little damage. I understand it's a Seeker, but damn. I'm gonna ask Andrew. Also, no, I'm not saying like, oh, this gun is garbage. Who made this? It's so bad. I'm saying it's, you know, it's just something I seem to notice a bit more. I'm not so keen to babe this. I still think it's worth it though, because it do slap. Especially for bruisers. I think having it for bruisers is like the one reason I would upgrade this. Because I hate bruisers because they take so many shots to kill, and the treachery just no matter where you hit them because they're so huge. The bullet magnetism doesn't matter on them because if you don't hit a bruiser square on, then that's like even bullet magnetism isn't going to fix that. I guess maybe it is just one-shot protection, but it does happen to normal enemies as well, non-shielded enemies. It's a lot rarer on on shielded enemies. It happens all the time, but on non-shielded enemies, it doesn't happen all the time. It just happens rarely. Weird. What a weird weapon. I am in the GTTOD Discord, but I'm not very active in it. I don't really post a lot. I also don't know if there's anywhere I should post my stuff to, my streams or my VODs or anything. It seems that their creative channel is mostly just for art, and I don't want to interrupt that with videos. I do personally consider that like a viable thing to put in an art room, if it were up to me, but I don't know if that's what they consider. Also, people are like, "Wah, self-promotion. What, you want to be recognized? You want to get people to see your stuff? Well, too bad. I'm gonna whinge about it on Twitter." I don't get the, like, what's it called? The actual toxic aversion to people who want to self-promote or people who want to actually have what they do be seen. I guess I understand it from the point of view of like if someone like drops into my chat and posts their Twitch link and is like, "Hey, I'm streaming this game over here," I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, go like chaw with a knob." But when you're posting it in the middle of an actual like community, like a Reddit page or whatever, like a Reddit specifically for that game, that's fine, perfectly fine. But people usually react to it with such like radiated aversion, as if you just like farted in the middle of a church. Especially on some Reddits, like the HDVR Reddit, for example, is so bad for this. The HDVR Reddit is a cesspool for this, I think. I tried posting my my 12 days of neatness to the HDVR Reddit, and not just like downvoted, but it was also like some people commented on it and were like, "Hey, who gives a shit about this stuff?" They were like, "Hey, this probably isn't the place to post HDVR videos." And I'm like, "Really? This isn't the place to post HDVR videos, HDVR content, the HDVR Reddit?" And like, yeah. And then as soon as I was like, "Fair enough, fine," the guy was then like, "Oh, by the way, you're a fucking douchebag." And I'm like, "Okay, that came out of nowhere." That mostly isn't hyperbole, by the way. That did happen, where I posted one of my 12 Days of Meatmas things, someone commented on it, and then as soon as the like discussion was over, they just immediately replied with like insulting me and making fun of me and stuff like that, and I was like, okay, I don't want to be on this Reddit. But yeah, I've never understood the just massive aversion to self-promotion or advertisement. I think it's fine if someone wants their content to be seen, and I guess my opinion changed on that because I have been want to experience that myself, where I want my stuff to be seen. So I put it out there, and I suddenly see the aversion. I'm like, why? Why are you so against it? Kind of changed my view on it. So now when I see someone self-promoting, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That's nice. You're putting yourself out there. You're putting your foot forward, you know? I haven't activated the door yet. I'm such a fucking idiot. Oh, I fucking shorten my diapers now, apparently. I'll go on some, like, moral discussion. And then, like, 5 seconds later, be like, oh, I'm shitting me diapers. Fucking shitting me timbers. That was pretty good. Oh. I thought of that in my head and I pulled it out. Flipped. God, I hate having a sense of humor. Shockwave acquired. Shitwave acquired. I'm gonna redeem talking about poop again. There it is. Redeem. Hermes boots. One minute, me and Speedy are talking about, like, real-world issues like racism and sexism and stuff, and the next minute we're talking about the min-max way to shit your diapers. I said that about one of the HDVR discussions as well. One day they were talking about... They were trying to skirt around talking about the political election last year. And the next day they were talking about how to rip the most ass. Like, they were trying to min-max the amount of ass they can rip, and, like, the dichotomy is so fucking incredible. Where everyone's like an armchair scientist, like a spindling around their monocle, and then the next second they're like, how much can you fart in a single day? And, like, actually bring out numbers for it, and... God... I love discussions. Shitting me timbers! Oh. I'm so glad the GTTOD is gonna get some highlights at least. I like it when people don't have such a uptight view of humor. Like, that's why I really like Andrew and his devlogs. Especially the one where he literally starts with him eating fucking shit. And he's got shit smeared all over his face. That's an actual devlog from a game developer who wants you to buy their game. It baffles me. Come on, life is too stupid to not laugh at dumb shit. Do we stop using the treachery for a little while? Or do we keep using the treachery? I know Buck's answer is always yes, but, you know. Fine, we'll go with the Vergless for a little bit. I feel like I instantly regret my decision. No, not really. It's Vergless is still pretty good. I don't think Vergless is the best bait weapon, but it's still pretty good. I think it's better than a lot of people are giving credit for. Although from a lot of tier lists I've seen, people have been giving it a lot of credit, so... Honestly, just you wait. Once explosives get... you're wrecking shit with the treachery that whole time and you didn't notice. Yeah, the Vergless, I'm noticing it now that I swapped to a different weapon, just how powerful the Vergless, or the treachery was. Very comfy. I will admit that the treachery is actually just super comfy. Doesn't really take a lot of work. Doesn't ask for anything in return. It just works. But yeah, just you wait. Once explosives get buffed, the Predator is gonna get so much better. And it's already, in my opinion, probably the best babe gun in the game. Oh, I'm so sad that Light's music is being removed from this game. I'm so disappointed in that. Because people are being hit by copyright, or they're getting hit by, not by copyright strikes, but copyright flags. I did notice that as well. I have been getting hit by copyright flags from GTTOD VODs. But, like, I don't care. Personally, I don't care. It doesn't really affect me because I don't run ads voluntarily on any of my VODs. I'm probably not going to. For a really long time at least. Because I just don't really want to. And it might sound greedy, but like the only time I would start to run ads on my videos is when they're popular enough for it to matter. Like if I'm getting like 50k views pretty consistently, I'll be like, sure, I'll put on ads because that could actually equate to a decent chunk of change. And I guess also speaking, it's kind of related to the discussion about like how toxically averted people are to self-advertisement, but it's also similar to how people, like how toxically averted people are to like sponsors or self-promotion. I also noticed I swapped to the treachery again and I didn't even think about it. Damn it, I'm becoming one of them. Stop it! Too much of a good thing is too much. Yeah, I don't understand people's like dislike for sponsors, or I mean I guess I understand it, but or advertisements or ads or stuff like that. I don't like ads. Yeah, I don't like watching them. I do have like ad block on, to be fair, and I do use like sponsor block, but it's not because I hate them. It's because I just want to watch the content. And I also don't really like, especially like sponsor block. I'm not really interested in sponsors personally, but I'm really happy for the people who are getting sponsors. Like, if you're getting a sponsor in this environment and you're getting a lot of money from that, honestly, absolutely incredible. I am really, really happy for those people. Genuinely, not even like being ironic. I'm actually super happy for them. Like, I am, like, sometimes even proud. That was supposed to be the sunglasses one. But I've also said it as well. If you want to watch my stream with ad block or U-block or any blocker that stops Twitch's ads, go right ahead. I don't make anything from the ads. And even if I asked to make something, even if I was like, hey, Twitch, I want to get money from these advertisements, I would get like 10 cents a year. And I'm like, I don't care. You know? I would rather people just get to watch my content ad-free. I would turn off ads on Twitch if I could. The same way I don't turn on ads on YouTube. I just... my videos don't, or aren't popular enough to actually even get anything from that in the first place. would I turn on ads if I was getting like 50k viewers or 50k views per video? Yeah, I think I would. I think I would then, maybe, potentially. Because then I would actually get something from that. It sounds like from what I understand, I would get like at least maybe £5 a video, which is good. Because that would, oh shit, that would mean I could make like, the money I would get from that would allow me to make better content if I actually took it and didn't put it to donations. And if you don't know, all the money we all the money I get from Twitch, including like subs, Prime subscriptions, bits, and actual proper donations from Streamlabs, all of that goes to charity. Do I have anything interesting? No. Every single dime goes to charity. I'm happy for that. We've made lots and lots of contributions, and I'm really kind of satisfied with it. We've given more money to charity than I ever thought I would be able to give in my entire life. So I'm really happy for that. That we've at least made some sort of difference. At least Waddicker, like, as a project, has not been fruitless. Yeah, I think I probably would turn on ads if I was getting enough views a video. Just because it would probably give me the little bit of extra that I would need to make better stuff, even get a better computer, get better equipment, stuff like that. Oh, I don't have a time stop. Well, time to get time stop first. You know, there was one... Oh god, I am dead, I think? There was one statement that Northern Lion made in one of his Binding of Isaac episodes, where he said, if he ever gets a sponsor, or like some sort of sponsored deal to advertise in the middle of his stim. Oh, right. I'll try and remember that next time. Yeah. If Northline said that if he gets one sort of, or if he gets a sponsor for a Binding of Isaac episode and he does a sponsored segment in the middle of one, realize that he got an absolutely fat stack for doing so. Because otherwise he wouldn't do it. He said that he would genuinely want people to actually like tell him on Twitter, "Yo, dude, congrats," if that ever happened. And I'm like, damn, that's really cool. It's really really fun. That's also really nice to know that he wouldn't just bow down to any sponsor for his Binding of Isaac content. Now, if I did ever see him get a sponsor in the middle of some Binding of Isaac content, I would be genuinely happy, because that does mean he got some sort of fat stack for it, and I'd be happy for him. Stim recharges a lot faster than I think it does. Actually, a lot faster than I need it for as well. Maybe I should get some sort of coverer for the chat whenever I get into this stage. Not that I've needed it so far, but, you know, just in case someone with a name a bit unruly does appear. I still kind of hope Andrew adds a function to turn that off. Because, you know, if he's removing Lide's music because YouTubers are getting copyright flags, I would expect him to be able to, or I would expect him to remove, or give an option to remove the chat. The way you always skip sponsor segments is by literally spamming L. Oh shit, I got the riot. Fuck, I didn't even notice. Dude! Okay, for real, the PDW Babed is one of the best guns in this game. No joke, no pullin'. It is so good. I think it's an S. It's a solid S tier. That and the SMG in general. I guess going back to one of the things I said earlier, I'm definitely going to be redoing my my VOD descriptions, or just my YouTube descriptions, to be more crewy. And I'm also going to edit the actual channel at some point to encompass Speedy, Bippin, Buck, and a few other people. I really wish that Bippin and Speedy had some sort of persona, like, or OC, kind of like how I have my Jubei. Because I would love to put them in like a big banner. I would love to have all three of us in like a big banner. I've been thinking of making a an actual YouTube trailer, or like a Waddicker trailer. In the middle of it, it's gonna have like a, no, I guess a Q&A, where, you know, it's gonna ask a question, and I'm gonna answer it with like funny clips or whatever. And obviously, you gotta have the "Are you funny?" question, or "Are you actually funny?" And then like we show a clip of us laughing to shit or something, or poop. And then the answer is, it's up to interpretation. That'd be pretty perfect. Ooh, the best weapon in the game, let's go. Damn, so strong. Oh, look at it go. Boom. I'm so glad I have this instead of the treachery. Look at it go. Oh, even with rapid fire. Damn, it's strong. Look at it go. Honestly, make it this fire rate naturally, and damn, it would be pretty fun. What is the point of this weapon, by the way? Or just get better material meme. Oh, you know what you should make? Or like one of us should make? You know the bird who's like, or the comic with the bird and the guy's like, boo, get better material. I'm pretty sure that's the one you're talking about. But it's like everyone in the Waddicker crew with poop jokes. But with TKO shirts, it's all shit. I'm gonna try and make that trailer at some point, that channel trailer. I think it would be a fun project to have. Also actually gives people a primer, you know, that's one thing I'm kind of missing right now in Waddicker. Is some sort of primer that actually tells you what it is we do. Making it right now. You kind of just got to dedicate yourself to watching like a VOD, or at least clicking on a VOD, And if you're not interested by like the first minute, then like you're probably never going to click on my stuff again. So having an actual trailer, like a 1 minute, 2 minute, or a 1 minute and a minute and a half trailer would be quite nice. Damn, even with Stim, I got fucking dookied. Let's go. Oh shit, the punishment distributing weapon. AKA one of the best weapons in the game. It is so good! Look at it go! Damn, I'm proud of you. You went from absolute garbage in the last episode, sorry, not the last episode, the last update to King of the Jungle. Damn, I love the PDW. It's a shame that it absolutely chunks through ammo. There we go. I just go to YY it. So is this an intentional mechanic, by the way, the YY ammo conservation? I'm guessing you asked Andrew about it. No, it's not intentional, so it'll get patched out. The YYing is intentional, being able to reload very quickly that way, but I'm guessing the ammo conservation isn't. Because that's a big shame. Here I am, bouncing around the same room for 10 minutes again. What happened to the lighting? Oh, there we go. It was all bluey. Speed run. You had the super hull power up. I never use it. Oh, I thought you were saying that to say I should be using it. No, you're saying that because that's why the screen was blue. Right. Understandable. I completely forget power-ups exist in this game. Damn, the PDW is good. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it. I think the PDW is the second best weapon in the game. Maybe even first. Honestly, maybe even first. I think it's that good. It has absolute nuke potential. It's insane. The Predator only really kind of edges out for me because of the, it has the same nuking potential, but it also has the fire effect, so you can just tap people and they're dead. But this is just like, it just nukes everything. And if we're not counting the ammo conservation bug, where YYing keeps your ammo, if we're not counting that, then yeah, I think the Predator's better. Because the punishment distributing weapon is kind of... It's really good, but it really falters in terms of ammo conservation. It's one of those weapons you need an ammo pack with, and even then it probably doesn't even help all that much. Man, I forget how invested I get in this game. It's so fun. Oh. God, the Dredge Hot Birthday, or Dredge Hot Birthday. Now that's not the same thing. I don't think I want to experience the Dredge Hot Birthday party. But yeah, the Dredge Birthday Party perk is honestly required. If you don't have that when it appears, then like honestly go home. Your run isn't even valid until you get that perk. Should be a speedrun requirement, honestly. Oops, haha, I'm running around the environment for 10 minutes again. That's fine, I like this arena. I mean, that's all this game really is for, you know? It's kind of just for experiencing every arena, you know? Probably shouldn't have used that and stim at the same time, but you know. Works. Is everyone dead? Oh, you're not dead. I don't like that stim turns my screen red. I wouldn't mind it if it was just like a slightly red filter, but it feels like it's like a bit hazy. Like, you know, what if it tinted the environment red instead of purpley blue? You know? More like an overlay rather than a screen for anyone who's familiar with our software. A multiply even. I'm literally in Fire Alpaca right now. Then you know you're one of the ones in the know. Man, speaking of Back for Blood, I know that's literally like a topic that came up about an hour ago at this point. From Mr. Absalom brought up. I am excited for Back for Blood. Honestly. I really hope it is just the beta, but has like so much more content. Like an extra 3 campaigns. Oh, that would be so much fun. So many more interesting cards. Oh. I'm like one of the few people on Earth who's like, damn, I'm so excited for Back 4 Blood after playing the beta. Everyone else is like, boo-hoo, the game sucks. This character who we haven't had enough time to understand and hear about isn't as funny as the characters who are over 10 years old from Left 4 Dead. Wah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, honestly, like the complaints are kind of valid. The characters aren't likable in Back 4 Blood. But the gameplay is good. It's a shame the characters are pretty unlikable though. Hello, gun vendor. I require your finest guns. Not this. You aren't offering me your strongest guns. Wow, swapping weapons actually jiggles your view around. Look at me go, I'm jiggling though. Do the GTTOD wiggle. Everyone do the GTTOD wiggle. Except you guys can all die. I say it in like the Steam review I put up for this game, but I really think this game it excels in this art style. So many games have just done this art style and just like have been content with doing it, and they don't add anything to it, and they don't expand it, they don't stylize it more. But this game, it's got so many like stylizations in it. Like all the gradients and the smooth color transitions, and like, oh, it's so nice. It's gorgeous. I love how flat and like matte everything is. Punishment distributing weapon, let's go. C4, who cares? BDW face kit, Kunai. Kunai's pretty poggy. Oh fuck, I forgot I had the BFG. Well. Whoops. I guess we better use it for this fight. What was I supposed to use again? Level completed. Have we got every perk? It looks like we have every perk. Oh! I could actually do stuff there. Get rid of this smash for me. Wow. I mean, you did give me something better, to be fair. So. Not a total loss. But I think we shall end it there for now, for the most part. We've played for 2 hours, and this run has gone pretty damn well. What do we put in the thumbnail for this time? Do we put in the PDW? Or do we put in the treachery because it finally showed its worth? Probably the treachery. You know what? Dr. Sex? Holy shit, I'm such a big fan. Axe. Oh, you're right, Axe. Yeah, there we go. That's the thumbnail right there. Look at that. And then the treachery if the axe isn't good enough. I like doing it here because I like the small blue gradient you get and the god rays. You know, and also the small little bits of dust. This is where the dust is good, to be honest, because it gives the thumbnail a bit more substance. It's not just a flat color. Give. 1. Damn, we got a better weapon than treachery. Let's go. Foggin. Let's see how fast I can fire this. Does it have a limit? Yeah, it does have a limit. It's a high limit, but it's a limit. Yeah, that's about as fast as you can go. Shame. Alright, well, we shall axe ourselves. Let's go get that death animation. It's auto. What? Wait, is it? Damn, dude. I've never been roasted this hard in my entire life. I thought it was still semi. Trying so hard to get a really high fire rate, and I fucking... It's actually just full auto. Damn. Get exploded. Clipping that for your personal records. Wow, 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 wow. Maybe I should use me death as thumbnail at some point. So does that mean this theme is also getting removed? Because isn't this also lied? I really seriously hope that them removing lights music is an option. I really want them to make it an option, like every other developer does. I know the new Life is Strange game has a non-copyrighted music option. Just add that, you know? And then if people want to take it, if people don't want to get those copyright... or don't want to get those copyright claims, they can just tag that instead. They can turn that on. But I really hope it becomes an option, because I just don't care. I want to keep lights music in. It kind of just, it's the cherry on top of this cake for me, you know? Skoosh. Oh, I forgot you can... Oh, that is odd. Holy crap, that is weird. This is not what I expected. This is... Oh, God. This is sickening. This feels sickening. Oh, my God. Ugh. It's so hard to control. Oh, and then I go backwards, of course. It's so weird. If I press forward here, I go forward, as you can see. But when I go out of the water, suddenly it's backwards. That is so weird. Ugh, get me back on normal ground, please. Whoosh. Alright. Well, we shall end it there for now. Waddicker tries to spam an automatic weapon. I got fucking pogged on. Big F. Alright, well, thanks for watching. We will we'll play more GTTOD later. I know I've not played it too much because a lot of other things have taken up that time, but you know, it's nice to just hop in every now and then. I'll continue to play more and more of it. I'm especially excited for when the new update comes out in like December at this point, probably. Knowing Andrew. But you know, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.